of that, or if he just hasn't had very good opponents.
Alright, so we are in the game, and in the bottom left corner in the green pieces we have Beastyqt from Serbia.
At the bottom right corner we have Root Sasquatch, our pink Zerg hero.
Nice masculine pink color, I like that, and they are in close position on Fighting Spirit, which will be a little bit tricky for the Zerg player. He usually wants to be in the cross position.
Fighting Spirit, classic, the most classic of Brood War maps. If you play iCup and Fish right now, you'll probably be playing on Fighting Spirit. What, like 9 out of 10 games?
Yeah, I guess they're almost complaining about that no other maps have room to be played on.
Very standard map, but players are very comfortable. But at the same time, so much can happen on this map. It's just so versatile.
It's one of those maps that just always seems to create very entertaining games. And we see not unusual Sasquatch going for that early hatchery before pool, which is of course completely standard versus Terran.
Whoa, the minerals at the bottom. It's Game Heart.
Yes. See, my friend December's come here does not like the Game Heart interface too much, and this is quite new for you, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh. But we made the fancy overlay to fit it, so that's the way it is right now.
Fast CC straight out of Beastie. No racks. But luckily, it is a hatch first from Sasquatch. And Sasquatch is actually going to get the first scout.
Actually, if he would have gone for pool first, he might have just killed Beastyqt with a build order counter. But you know, you don't get, and he gets the scout out first. But yeah, no, the CC first from Beastyqt. He has played a lot of STARBOW. He feels very confident in this, it seems, and it's a very bold way to open up the first tournament match. We did not see this yesterday, but when I think about it, I don't think we even saw a single Terran versus Zerg yesterday, because there was only one Terran in the whole tournament, and he played versus Protoss.
And knowing how Beastie plays, if I was able to actually play against Beastyqt and hang in there, I mean, I'd be prepared for cheese or like fast eco. You know, both spectrums. Beastyqt not afraid to just mix up his build orders into pretty different crazy stuff, and kills a lot of people with that.
Yeah, he generally tends though to favor being very safe. You know, he's not the player who's gonna tear you limb from limb while dropping everywhere at once. He's rather gonna be a little bit more thoughtful and methodical, but of course he can do that as well, but he relies on very strong mechanics, I would say.
Alright, we are gonna have a that's just for the speed. So no major investment into tech from Sasquatch yet.
Ooh, but these Zerglings are actually going to be almost getting that Marine, but nice micro from Beastyqt. Can you get this other Marine? They can, so one Marine for the effort, which is just paid for themselves.
Ooh, but did he see the... Oh, he did see... Oh, well, the Overlord sees it. Ah.
Tech
Ooh,
Lab
Sasquatch taking a third.
Sasquatch is taking a third? So,
yeah.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, sorry, I didn't see that. That is very bold move versus Terran. I guess that would only work if Terran goes for a very fast CC, which he did, but that's a little more common versus Protoss, who's fast expanding, than versus a Terran who's fast expanding. I feel Terran has more ways of punishing that than the Protoss player has. So this is going to be difficult for Sasquatch to hold, I think.
Beastie is going to looking like he's going to be doing a bit more fantasy sort of thing. He's going into the Vulture, into the Starport. Going to be harass-oriented, controlling and pinning Sasquatch back in his base. While Sasquatch is actually in a prime position, if he's able to hold and just not take many drone losses, he'll be in great shape.
Yeah, it's going to be very exciting to see how much damage Beastyqt can get out of this. You know, in STARBOW, we do have vultures, and they are very effective to kill light units such as Zerglings.
There are no in-game sounds, I just realized it.
Oh, well, there we go. You fixed it though, right? So we got some drones, transferring over to the third base. The vultures are roaming the map a little bit, and there's no dropship, but a Banshee incoming instead. Very technical play, I feel, from Beastyqt.
Vultures are not roaming the map.
Well, no, they were. It looks
Soon.
like they were about to, but soon they will be. Soon.
There's a lot of lings to be roaming out around the map. Well, not too many at this point now with the 3 vulture count. Did you see if he has speed yet?
On the Zerglings?
On the vultures?
Or on the... Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Ooh, okay.
Siege check seems to be coming out first. I might be wrong, though.
Then he should be fine. Oh, man, this is actually looking like just a strong timing attack with a Banshee, a tank? I don't know. This is interesting.
Yeah, it's definitely some sort of mech play. There's not a lot of Marines coming. He's making one more, though. I think it's just for the bunker to be safe defensively. So, but it seems like he's transitioning into some sort of mech play, but it's incorporating some air play as well. So it's very interesting and technical build from Beastyqt here. It's kind of hard to commentate on because I've never seen it before, so I don't really know what to expect, to be honest. But he saw the 3rd base and is heading straight forward to kill those juicy drones.
We do have some lings coming in to help this defense. The queen is enraged. He's trying to snipe the queen down ASAP, since that is kind of the linchpin to defense. And the lings come in from the back and cleared up. The Banshee now has free reign, but that spore crawler is going to go up pretty soon. 3 vultures down. I don't think this was worth it. And the Banshee will get a couple kills, but that spore is about to go up. And then all harassment will be denied from that point on.
In the meantime, though, Sasquatch is going to try to go for a little bit of a counter pressure with those Zerglings. I don't think they can do much in this situation, and they're wisely turning away. I was excited to see that Sasquatch was actually putting on a spore and not a spine crawler there, as he had the Zerglings to defend versus the vultures.
Ooh,
and a
no
Viking
spore in the natural. He's going to take some unnecessary losses here. Propping that Banshee up to 7 kills. He's going to get an 8th. Spire.
Ooh, a little bit preemptive rage on that queen while the Banshee was still in cloak mode. The Banshee in STARBOW comes with a cloak ability, but the cloak only lasts for 6 seconds and has a cooldown of 18 seconds. So it can cloak sometimes and only for short periods, and then it needs to head out of places. But it's a good little ability to stay alive.
And this Banshee is faster than the SE2 Banshee, and also is more microable. It gets its shot off immediately instead of having a very brief duration to target a unit and then fire its shot.
I think there was a very handsome StarCraft 2 mapper who made the Banshee that way.
That was a joke, I got it.
Yeah.
Banshee's still being annoying, but it looks like all of his punishment will be denied from this point on. He's at 32 health, Overseer nearby.
He is forcing out a lot of enrages from these Swarm Queens, which means they have less energy for injects and creep spread and nurturing swarms. So Queen's having a lot of abilities in this game.
Ooh, okay. It's actually going to be Mech out of Beastie. He's got a science vessel already out. I didn't check to see if he has Irradiate yet.
He does not.
Game Heart! I hate Game Heart.
You can actually you can actually check if he has Irradiate.
No, he doesn't have Irradiate yet.
Click
okay, but he's getting it right now. And to be honest, he's fine with the low muta count that will be out at this point. With how many turrets? BC's completely safe against mutas. So it's going to be Ling, Bane, Muta versus Mech, which you need more emphasis on the mutas to fight against Mech. The Lings will help out, but this is not an army out of Beastie that Sasquatch wants to engage in. And even the muta harass will be just completely dulled.
Yes, I'm surprised to see that Sasquatch is not going for Hydra and Hydralisk upgrades. I feel Hydralisks in this part of the game, in this mid-game situation we're in, would be very good for Sasquatch as long as he can find a way to take out of that, but he's already taking out of it so soon. Maybe he's just going for really, really fast Defilers and Zerglings to just try and Dark Storm his way into the Mech army, and that can actually be very effective if he gets the time he needs to get it up.
But no Hive on the way. Instead, Sasquatch is going for the macro, and generally
he said as Sasquatch starts the Hive.
This is generally the yeah, there's the Hive.
Making you look bad.
Yeah, the typical way in Brood War to counter Mech is that you would just macro up and either go like hardcore Muta or hardcore Hydra, and you would just try to overpower their economy, because the Mech army is slow in actually pushing.
Yeah, it's very difficult for the Mech army to punish all sorts of random expansions from Zerg. And even if he can send out the vultures to kill one expansion, he can take 3 others behind it. So here we go, the vultures are now finally roaming the map.
Ooh.
I said it was going to happen. And some mines connecting to the Zerglings. Nice split there from Sasquatch, making sure the mines do not kill many Zerglings at all.
Oh, but science vessels are ready to spring upon the mutas, and Sasquatch has to be really careful about this now. That is a significant investment into Sasquatch's army. Is those 16 muta?
It is. I'm trying to look at their APM here, but GameHeart is not paying. Okay, I'm not going to. We're gonna stop saying bad things about GameHeart because it's an amazing overlay. So, but the vultures are going into the.
They're gonna get in. The mutas are out of position. They're not here to defend, and all these drones are gonna go down.
They are, and well, we have a couple of Scourgers, but they don't really help that much versus vultures.
Picks up every single one, and these vultures, regardless if they die or not, are more than paid for each vulture.
Now, I have a question. Sasquatch has made 20 Scourges. Why would he do that?
And
he
case
really
your
wants
opponent
science
comes at you
vessels
with
dead.
20 science vessels. 10
Well,
exactly.
10, yeah, but still, that's a lot. I think that clicked to make that many Scourges. That's a lot of gas invested.
Yeah, that's a ton of gas. Those could all be banked up for more mutas, more hydras, more defilers, more ultras, anything.
Yeah, Ultralisk Cavern is actually on the way, so he's not going for Fastifudge, he's going for the Ultralisk instead.
You know what he can do? He can actually run in with all those Scourge and just not lose the Scourge. And he'll be guaranteed to take out the science vessels. Oh no, Sasquatch isn't paying attention! Gets irradiated. And oh no, he's not splitting! The entire Muta army is dead! 2 mutas left!
Man, Sasquatch just falling apart right now. The Scourges are in the wrong place, the mutas all die and not being split up, and this push seems... Yeah.
Oh, he went in for the harassment with 20